who is that behind you? Showtime. Showtime.
You know, just waiting for this one day. You know, honestly, it's been a blessing because I know a lot of people, you know, don't even make it this far, get this opportunity.
There we go.
I got you.
There we go.
And, you know, they're saying, you know, they're talking about, you know, the stage is not too big for it. You know, and...
Y'all welcome. Hey, man, you too, man. Anything for the kids, right? I sure appreciate that, man. You know, Showtime. Caught two at one time. Look at that.
You ready? All right, back you down.
Good job, man.
Trey, Bubba caught this.
Wow. Why
This-
you gotta do this?
My cell phone is bigger than this fish. I had to put it up there so you can really see it. Big Mama. Ooh. Big Mama. Oh, trainable child.
Open your glass so Daddy can get in. Showtime! Sus, baby. Merry Christmas, man. Looking for you. Love you, man.
Showtime.
Showtime. Showtime. Showtime. Showtime. Showtime. Showtime. Showtime. Showtime. Showtime.
Showtime.
Showtime.
Showtime.
Showtime. Showtime. Showtime. Showtime. Good to meet you. Nice to meet you, Billy. I'll see you soon.
How y'all doing? Welcome back to another edition of Team 22, all things Aaron. As you can tell, I'm doing this video from a garage. Last week I shared the video that someone ran into the back of my boat, so I'm without a boat this week, maybe for the next couple of weeks, maybe for the entire month of June. And so I won't be doing much fishing. It's extremely hot in the state of Texas, so bank fishing is not my thing unless I'm going to do it at night. I'm not a snake fighter, so you don't have to worry about seeing me on the banks at night either. However, I've had a couple of people comment on my videos and they want to know my setups, my fish range, my fish depth, and all those types of things. So that's what this video is going to be about. Before I get into the videos and my strategies, I want to thank my guy Thunder Mountain, I Am Remy, Fishing Hunting, Marlon Limehouse, Lonnie Hall, Big Black Hunter, Southwest Rider, John Burgess, Roll Tide. He's an Auburn fan, but he know exactly what I mean right there. Henry Kennedy is a local guy. Anthony Brown up at the Lou, up in St. Louis. But it's the fishing, the finding fishers, and my man Always Learning want these videos. So I'm gonna show you exactly how I set it up to go out and catch those crappie. This is what I like to call my naked minnow. All you see is a hook and a weight. I'll show you how I set that up. The reason why I use this, when those fish are tight in that timber, I can just drop that little minnow down there, and it's nothing but the minnow and the weight, and let that minnow swim. And hopefully the minnow swim in the cover. And we all know what's in the cover. Monster crappie. I'll show you that in a second.
Come here. Come here. Ooh, look at that crappie. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Boy, look at that crappie yonder. Ooh, shit. Ooh, my goodness. I'm talking about slabs. Slabs on the deck. Ooh.
Here's a technique
Look at that crappie.
for tying your naked minnow. Pretty much everything I use always have some kind of weight stop. Those folks down south call those things beads. I use them, and all my stuff is pretty much bagged up set up. So all I need to do is just go to the right bag. Everything's in there ready to go. I don't believe in spending a whole lot of time rambling for tackle. I don't believe in buying a whole lot of stuff you don't need. Sometimes when you can make your own swivels, you do. And that's what I'm gonna show you here. So essentially what I do, I insert a bead. I'll follow that bead up with a weight. I'll follow that weight up, and that's a 1/8 weight. You can go anywhere from 1/32 to 1/16 of an ounce to a 1/4 of an ounce weight. Doesn't really matter. Depends on how deep you're fishing. Since I fish deep and I'm just dropping that minnow, I need that weight to take everything down. So that's a little heavy. Then I take my hook. I use these laser sharp 1.0 true turn hooks. I like that hook set to be right. I don't really like missing a lot of fish. And if I do miss a fish, I know it's not the hook, it's the fisherman. You heard what I said. You guys that's missing fish, it's not the hook setup, it's the fisherman. So pretty much what we're gonna do, we're gonna double loop, we're gonna double this line up, and we're gonna go through our fingers like so 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my natural swivel. All the excess line here, this little piece here, I'll take it, I'll cut it off. With the bead and the weight down there, that's my natural stop. And that thing right there will allow that minnow to swim free. See how that hook just swinging? It'll allow that minnow to swim free. So when I drop it down, there's my technique. That is what I call my naked minnow. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. Yeah. That's what we want. Give a shout out to Southwest Airlines. That's what my wife worked. Great airline company. Best airline company in the world. Southwest Airlines. You're gonna fly anywhere, fly Southwest. My next technique I like to use when I'm out fishing is my double jig setup. Now I know a lot of guys like double jig. Man, why would you fish with a double jig? Why would you fish with that concept? Crappie stack themselves and they work in columns. Very seldom does the bait drop down. Most of your hits on your crappie jig, you're gonna feel that hit when you're pulling up. So if I miss him on that top jig, I'm pretty sure to get him on that bottom jig. I don't like missing fish. This is a 12-foot Mr. Crappie slab shaker. And I like 12-foot rods that get them away from a boat, that gets me in the timber the way I need to be. And this is really cute. Here this Mr. Crappie fly rod setup, man. You can pull that line out, just get it where you want it, set that thing there and just go to work. I'm going to show you exactly how I catch those crappie and how I set this rig up, this double jig setup on the Mr. Slab Shaker, Mr. Crappie rod and rig. Oh my goodness. Look at that crappie. Look at that crappie, man. Let me show y'all something. Look how them crappie attacking those jigs in their mouth like that. All right, so here we go. We'll show you my setup. Remember this when you're rigging your lines. A lot of people will do this when they tie their swivels on. They'll tie everything tight to the line. I don't really do that unless I'm fishing a single jig setup or a single hook setup. If I am going to go out and create action, then I need movement for my swivels. These are the swivels I use with my jigs. You say, well, Coach, why don't you just tie your jig directly to your line? If you're pan, you look in my box, I got a bunch of jigs. Come on back. When I'm out fishing, I drop that jig 2 or 3 times. If they don't hit that color, instead of me clipping that line and sliding that jig off and turn the texture of the jig, I just use my swivel, unhook that jig, leave it together, put another jig on, and I may go through 7 colors before I find the right color that's gonna land those crappie in my boat all day. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I do. This is called a double jig setup. We're gonna use 2 micro swivels to make this work. Get that first swivel on. 2 loops, 1, 2. You take that whole setup, you pull that, cinch that line down. Not all the way to the swivel, but just close enough, like so, where now that swivel, if you notice, it has action. Can you see that, Trey? You see how that swivel is sliding through the line? You want action. That gives your jig what I would call 360 degrees of action. And if you want to catch fish, you got to create the action. You are the fisherman. It's up to you to go out there and get those fish the representation that they're looking for. And I guarantee you, every fisherman that's out there on the lake, you have what they want in your box, but you got to be willing to go out there and adjust and adapt. Adjust and adapt, and always stay mobile and always stay flexible, and never let the fish mentally beat you. The second thing, you know, I told you guys I like beads, man. That's what I use. And you can see that. You can see how look how that swivel standing out from the line there. That's what you want. That creates separation. And remember what I said, separation and action, man, is a well-designed plan. Then I take the second swivel, I slide it down, and I'm gonna be about a foot or so from that second jig. I don't want my jigs too close where they tangle up with each other, and I don't want the jigs too close where if I miss the lower crappie, I can't get the top crappie. I'm gonna get one of them. I guarantee you that. I'm gonna get one of them. It may be the one on the bottom, it may be one on the top, and sometimes if you guys been watching my videos, hell, I catch them two at a time. That's my skill set. And then you double loop that thing through there because you know you want to create your natural. Don't buy all those bead stoppers and all that stuff, man. Create it in your line. Don't waste your money. There's your natural bead stop. So now what'll happen, that little 32nd ounce weight, can you show that, Trey? That little 32nd ounce weight is enough to sink that with that other jig if I'm fishing in 22 feet of water or 2 feet of water. The top swivel is free, and then we take these little jigs here, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. These right here, what I didn't make these, but the way I put them on, they kind of look like little birds. They look like little birds. I folded them real good to make them look like they had a big chest. And so I just call them, these are my Thunderbirds. And so when you're sitting out there fishing, that's your 2 jig setup. And you jig that thing, and it's gonna work. You drop it down in there, and let's say this joker right here, you feel him, he pulls out of there. Well, guess what? He's gonna see that second jig, and if your color scheme is right, you won't miss. That's my double jig setup, and I'll show you how you put them in the boat on double jig. To the bottom. I can get it down there. I can pull him up out of there. Showtime. I can get it down there. I can put him up out of there. Yeah, man. Hitting them G. I pull him up out of there. The double jig. That's what we want right yonder. Yeah, man. Yeah, we like it when they hit them. That's my double jig set up. Showtime struck again. This is what I'm talking about. I got a crappie here on this pole that hit my double jig. Let me get him in the boat. It hit this double jig. Ain't that something, Showtime? Hit that one. All right, folks, my last technique. This is a tight lines Bass Pro Crappie Max Special. This is a 12-foot rod. I have these for trolling purposes only. That's when you see me out there with the rods in my rod holders, and I got 6 of them across the top, and I'm just trolling. And all I'm trying to do is cover a lot of water, not super fast, but methodically, where I can catch more fish. This is the technique I use pretty much most of the time because it's hot down here and I like to keep my boat moving. I'm not one of those guys who want to tie up to a tree or sit on a bush pile and just bake in the sun. I want to move around and fish every inch of that lake if I can. I'm going to fish until the batteries in the trolling motor die. Usually that's when I go home. But I got these rods, I got them in all different colors, but they go anywhere from 12 to 16 foot. The 16-footer is always on the front of the boat because it's going to touch in there first. It's going to give me a good depth. It's going to let me know when I need to adjust my rods. But this is my setup. And what I do here when I'm trolling, you will notice you see the hook and you see the jig. So essentially what I did, the two techniques that you just saw, the naked minnow and the double jig, I just combine them and I release one of the jigs. So you got the naked minnow concept with the double jig concept, because sometimes that crappie want that jig, sometimes that crappie want that minnow. And instead of me wasting time trying to figure out which one they're more aggressive about on a given day, or with the sun and the heat and the wind and all that, I can just give them the best of both worlds. And you know what happens when you spoil that girl, you're giving her the best of both worlds. You usually get what you want in return, which is more crappie in your boat.
Caught two that time. Got one on my jig and one on my hook. Told him to put on the clinic out there. Boy back there talking. Look at that. You rolling video on that?
Yeah.
How many times y'all see that? Oh, two at a time. Man. I always get back in the game when you can hit them two at a time. Two of them. Caught two at one time. Look at that. Two at a time right there. This is what Showtime used to love. Showtime. Two at a time, baby. That's what we want. Right yonder. Right yonder. Woo! We Showtime. Look at that one. Guy hit that jig, boy. Guy hit that jig. Showtime!